Hey, I'm Laura Story, and I just want to give a quick word of encouragement to anyone who believes the things that the Bible teaches, but sometimes struggles with not feeling them as real in their life as they wish they did. For me, about 10 years ago, I walked through a situation with my husband, Martin, and we had been married a little less than 2 years, and he was diagnosed with a brain tumor. And that was the beginning of our lives looking drastically different than we ever imagined. And for me, it was also very much a crisis in my faith because I had grown up believing God to be good and healer and that He had a perfect plan for my life. But at the same time, the amount of brokenness, the amount of disappointment we were experiencing, it was hard to reconcile those two things together. And one of the greatest blessings that I experienced during that time was looking to God's Word and finding others that had walked that same road of figuring out how do you really reconcile our feelings with the promises that we know are true. And one thing I found in the Psalms was the sweet words of King David, where he would say things like, "How long, O Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me?" And I love that it's this man who we're told in the scriptures is a man after God's own heart, but he still is really honest about his doubts and he's honest about his fears. He's literally saying, God, it feels like you're hiding from me. And when I'm honest, I've had moments like that as well. So the best thing about that psalm, though, is not just that David is honest about how he feels, but he ends with what he knows to be true. And Psalm 13 begins with this moment of questioning God and being honest about the distance that he feels, but he ends with, "But I've trusted in your loving kindness, and my heart will rejoice in your salvation, and I will sing praises to you because you have dealt bountifully with me." And David's saying, even though I can't feel your goodness in this moment, even though I don't understand what you're doing in these circumstances, I'm going to continue to praise you. I'm going to choose to sing your praises because I can look back at your track record of faithfulness in my life, and I know that you are good. So if you're struggling now, wondering, what is God up to? Where is He? Why does He feel so distant? I want to encourage you that that's what people of faith do. We continue to have faith in the midst of doubt. We continue to have faith in the midst of hard circumstances, believing that even though we cannot feel Him at work, He always is, and He is always faithful and working together for our good and His greater glory.